What up, you guys? This is Rafael, Types of Collectibles, and in today's video, we're going to talk about elite trainer boxes because there have been a lot of new people, a lot of new faces that have joined the hobby ever since the Surgeon Sparks release, and it can be very easy to get overwhelmed with everything that's going on, all the new sets coming out, all the hype, all the noise that is going on within the Pokemon community and the crazy fights and the vending machines and the Costco and all that stuff. So in today's video, like I said, we're going to talk about the best ETBs to pick up right now in 2025. So let's dive into it. All right, so I'm going to give you a list of I have 4 ETBs that I believe are a great pickup. The list that I came up with is not based on, pull rates. It's not based on anything but the market value of the ETBs. Obviously, if you can find any ETB at MSRP, it's a great pickup. And we all know that is easier said than done, right? Because of the demand, it's really hard to find ETBs at MSRP. But again, if you can, then of course, that is a great pickup. I am basing the list as of the market value today in May of 2025. And so with that in mind, I'm gonna go from the bottom up. So first ETB that in my opinion, it's a pickup in 2025 is, of course, Prismatic Evolutions. We all know the Prismatic, with all the evolutions in it, even though the pull rates are really tough, it's going to be one of the top sets of Scarlet and Violet. And that's, have been said over and over and over. If you can find that at MSRP, by all means, it's a great pickup. But like, again, it's really tough to do because, everything's cleaned up. The shelves are cleaned up. At $115 per ETB, if you can find it a little bit, at a deal, from like a local Facebook market or whatnot, $100, $110. That is a great deal in my opinion because Prismatic Evolutions, like I said, is going to be one of the top sets of Scarlet and Violet. Although I wouldn't go too crazy, and this is the reason why it's at number 4 because it just came out. You're gonna have time to pick it up. There's gonna be reprints. There's gonna be more of it being put into the market. I don't want to say there's gonna be a ton because we've seen it with 151. The ETB is upwards of $150 or $250 now because we haven't seen an ETB reprint in a long time. That may happen with Prismatic Evolutions as well. But as of right now, at $115 market price, it is still a great pickup. That EV promo in that ETB is great. Just keep in mind that you will have opportunities to pick it up at MSRP, and that obviously it's a better choice. If you cannot at 115, then by all means keep it sealed for long term, and it's a great position to have. This ETB, because it's going to be one of the top performers in Scarlet and Violet, it's going to go up in 2 to 3 years time, no doubts about it. And again, that's the reason why it's at number 4. I usually try, if you can find it at MSRP, I usually follow a rule of 3. My rule of 3 is you buy one to rip, you buy a second one, if you can find it on MSRP, to hold, and you buy a third one to sell. The selling of the third one is because odds are you're going to rip the first one and you're probably not going to pull anything. So that will offset a little bit of the financial burden that you're going to consume or you're going to get with ripping the first one. So again, that's a little tip that I usually do myself with my steps and my family. So at number 3, the number 3 ETV, in my opinion, to pick up in 2025 is a ETB that I believe has a potential for a play. And this is the reason why it's in this list. It is the Celebrations Elite Trainer Box from 4 years ago. I think it came out. Yeah, 4 years ago. Now, this ETB, 25th anniversary, Celebrations. The reason why I'm saying and adding it to this list is because the 30th anniversary is around the corner. And I've said this in different videos in the past. When the 30th anniversary comes out, in my opinion, this ETB is going to run up because a lot of the new people that are starting to collect sealed products are going to want this in the shelf right next to the 30th, and then they're going to realize that there's a 20th as well, and they're going to want all 3. That's usually how it happens and usually how it goes with a lot of these sealed products. But be very mindful that if you do pick up Celebrations ETB, you will not want to rip this open. If you look at the Celebrations ETB, the entire 25th anniversary set, it's worth like $300, like all of the cards in the 25th anniversary. The ETB is upwards of $120 right now for Celebrations. I picked up myself a couple of them, and I am holding them until the announcements of the 30th anniversary comes. And I can guarantee you, if you go look at TCG Player and other places right now, as of May of 2025, they have probably started to see a spike in sales because a lot of people think alike and think that this is going to happen. You may even start to see a lot of the raw 25th anniversary cards starting to run up. So the reason, again, why this is in the 3rd place of my list of ETBs is because of this potential play that we could have at hand once the 30th anniversary gets announced. Is it a secure play? No, because do we know if Pokemon's gonna celebrate 30th anniversary with a set? We don't know that for sure yet, but it is a potential play that if you take the risk, you may be able to come on top when that happens. Number 2 on the list is the Obsidian Flames ETB, and I know Obsidian is not one of the best sets of Scarlet and Violet. I consider it mid to low level in terms of the cards that it has, and it has a Charizard in it, but that's not the best Charizard that we've seen. And in my opinion, the reason why this ETB is going for like I think $100 now, it's because it's got a really good promo. That Charmander promo, we've seen it over and over as being used as a meme. And mind you, this is a 2-year-old set. It just turned 2 in August of 2025. The Obsidian Flames, the set, right? Since it released. And as a 2-year-old set, the promo in that ETB, it continued to be used as a meme, right? We've seen it over and over for new releases of sets, and it's kind of funny to me, but it's a great promo. That Charmander promo, it's a great promo. The promo itself is like $20. So if you buy an ETB for $100, promo itself is $20. You can grade that promo. If you do get a PSA 10, it's upwards of 170, I think last time I checked. So that, in my opinion, it's a great pickup. I wouldn't recommend just ripping every Obsidian Flames to try to get that promo PSA 10, although, that's, I can't tell you what to do with your money, but in my opinion, picking up Obsidian Flames ETB, it's a great ETB. It looks cool. It's got the Charmander in the front. It's a great addition to a sealed collection. I will pick up a couple at that price point, and you hold it for the years to come, and it's gonna go up in value, in my opinion. So that's number 2. The best product to rip is MSRP product, hands down. So if you are gonna go back to Sword and Shield and pick up boxes, you're gonna be out with a ton of money, and your odds are you're not gonna pull what you want out of them. So that's an advice to a lot of the new community members that have joined the hobby. And last but not least is the number 1 top pick of 2025 of an ETB to pick up, in my opinion, is or will be the Destined Rivals Elite Trainer Box. That ETB comes out from the making of this video in 2 weeks. And the reason why I have it in this list and not any other is because, in my opinion, that set, when you combine it with the Glory Team Rocket, when you combine the Glory Team Rocket and Heatwave Arena, which are their Japanese counterparts, it creates a really strong set. On their own, Heatwave Arena wasn't that great. The Glory Team Rocket, the Japanese, wasn't that great. When you combine them both, it's actually a solid set, and I believe it's going to be in the top 5 of the Scarlet and Violet era. The ETB itself has that Wobbuffet promo that looks fun, great card, Wobbuffet, very nostalgic, and I believe that promo is going to do very well in a PSA 10 if you were to grade it. And Destined Rivals, in my opinion, with that Mewtwo, Giovanni's Mewtwo card, and the Moltres, and the Nidoking, and the Garchomp, Cynthia's Garchomp, it just has so many IRs and SIRs that are great to be pulling out of that set. And I needed to add it in here because last time I checked, it was around $120 pre-release. In my opinion, it's going to do the same exact thing that Prismatic did. It's going to be around the 100 to 120, maybe 130 in the first couple of weeks after release. And if you cannot find it at MSRP, I would suggest you wait and try, because more than likely you will be able to find it at MSRP at some point. If you absolutely cannot, at $100 to $120, Destined Rivals, I believe, is a great pickup for an ETB to put on the shelf and to hold sealed in a sealed collection. I'm going to go ahead and repeat it again. MSRP is the best price to pay for ripping. Again, the rule of 3 that I normally follow is you buy one to rip, and you buy one to hold, and you buy a third one to sell, and usually the one that you sell gives you a little bit of profit so that it offsets the one that you ripped and end up pulling nothing, especially with Prismatic. That cannot be any more true, because I ripped so much Prismatic, and countless times we've ripped binder collection boxes, poster boxes, and ETBs just to pull nothing out of them. I ripped open an SPC when I first got it, and I got nothing out of it. We don't know yet what the Destined Rivals pull rates are going to be. I'm hoping they are better, but odds are they probably won't be. And if that's the case, anything similar to what Prismatic had to offer, then you are to follow the rule of 3 to be in the best position and kind of not break the bank when it comes to collectability and enjoying the hobby, because it's not fun when you're spending all this money and you're not pulling what you want from a set, right? A lot of times you find yourself draining your wallet and draining your spirit, and you're gonna find yourself in a world of stress if you continue to rip at the level that I ripped once did in the past. If you go back in my a lot of my videos from 2018, 2019, I was ripping a ton. I've talked about this before. Hidden Fates, Champion's Path, XY Evolutions, Unbroken Bonds, Cosmic Eclipse. I was ripping anything that I could get my hands on. I was ripping it, and I was getting behind the camera to do it. And I felt like I wasn't pulling what I needed to pull to be able to make it worthwhile. And the moment I started to add numbers to it and realizing how much money I was spending for all this product that I was buying to rip, then I quickly realized that, hey, I am this is not good. This is not working out, right? So I just wanted to put that out there for those of you who are new to the hobby and are watching this right now. Be careful with your wallet, because if you want to stay in the hobby and you want to enjoy it, you want to get the best value, the best bang for your buck. Is that how it goes? Best bang for I think so. But anyway, I'm rambling now. So again, here's our summary. Number 4, Prismatic Evolutions at $115. Great pickup. MSRP, even better. Celebration CTB. There's a play to be had. 30th anniversary is around the corner. People are going to want the 25th. Maybe it's a great pickup. Maybe it's going to run. Maybe we'll run next week. Maybe when it announces the 30th anniversary, it's going to go even higher. Who knows? That's why it's in my list. Number 2, Obsidian Flames. Great ETB. It looks cool. It's got the Charmander in the front. It's got the promo that it's a meme all over the world internet. Great ETB to have in a collection at the market price that it currently is. In my opinion, it's going to go up over time like everything else in Pokemon. And number 1 is the Destined Rivals ETB that is coming out in 2 weeks. Now, this video, if I make it again in December, it's going to be a totally different list, because now we're going to have Black Bolt and White Flare, and those may just change things up. As of right now, in May of 2025, this is my list. I didn't add, like I said, 151 in here because, in my opinion, it is too expensive. Now, if you are somebody that's willing to hold for 3 to 4 years down the line, 151 is a great set to be holding sealed product over, and $250 ETB makes sense for you. But if you are new, you really don't have the money to spend on a ETB that expensive, then that's why I didn't add it into the list. I kept it kind of cheap in the $100 price range. A lot of people are in that ballpark usually, especially if you're just starting to collect in the hobby. So again, I hope this video was useful to somebody, and if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give the thumbs up or bell notifications. I don't even know how it goes. You guys know the drill. It helps the channel, it helps the videos, and it helps us continue to produce videos like this for you guys to enjoy, consume. I'm so bad at outros, but I try. Anyway, again, keep your head up in this crazy market. Wait, keep your head up? No. Stay positive, keep your head up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.